Here, what I want to do is unify America with Black history. So a subject that you probably haven't thought about, and a subject that, you know, some might think is controversial. But we need to understand that we can be influenced to think differently if we spend time understanding the excellence of our communities. And that's the foundation of this idea of Black Halls of Fame. So just share some of my influences. And my dad is on the left here. He passed away in 2020 of cancer. A guy named Ralph Abernathy, who was Dr. King's right-hand guy, and Dr. King, and that was in Boston in '65 to do a march to integrate the Boston public schools. So here's my dad marching with Dr. King, and that's been the influence on me. That's why if Dr. King were here, he would talk about how do we bring people together. The Black Educators Hall of Fame. So there's a gentleman by the name of Alexander Twilight. And so I started an after-school program called the Twilight After School Program that people thought was based on the time, but it really was based on the first Black person to graduate from college, Middlebury College. Now it's hard, I went to Princeton undergrad, hard for me to talk about Harvard, but Harvard was the first school to graduate, 1642. So it took 181 years for a Black person to graduate from college. See, this is important history for us to begin to think about. The second was the first Black president. Martin Henry Freeman became the first Black president of college. Again, this is history that should be taught in every school. It's important.